Hey everyone, I'm Wendy Venturini from the Performance Racing Network, and I'm joined today by Michael Bumgarner, one of the five finalists for the Quickie Driver Development Program. Michael, welcome back. It's good to see you.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, you don't know this, but I have some good news for you. Segment one is wrapping up with a Quickie Driver Development Program. And right now, Michael, you're sitting second in points for that. So that was good positive direction for you. How does that make you feel to be so high up in that top five?
And it feels really good. We've had a lot of good momentum to start the season with a decent bit of wins at Hickory to start the season off. But I'm ready to roll into this summer stretch into the second segment with a lot of bigger races and ready to capitalize and on the momentum we got.
I know you have a lot of big races coming up. I looked at your schedule. Which one is stands out the most to you that you're most excited about?
I'm super excited for North Wilkesboro. I know last year we ran the tour race and didn't have really good luck with it, kind of struggled, but I got a win there in my first start in a limited late model at the racetrack revival. So ready to go back there this year and hopefully have another session of that and win again. I really want to ride that elevator one more time.
What is a driver like you when you do win in another series at a track like that? What do you do to prepare for these bigger events?
Uh, in my before I run my first limited race, I try to do a little bit of iRacing. I know it definitely has its strengths in helping drivers get ready for different racetracks. Not necessarily with the realistic how the car handles, but just the bumps and the line and figuring out the hard stuff out first before you go there and get ahead.
What's been the biggest challenge for you this year?
Uh, I wouldn't say a challenge, just an obstacle with the racetrack. I know they introduced a new rule, and it's been a little bit of an obstacle, but it's honestly it's been a positive. It's challenged me to really dig deep and try to make our car better, as good as it was last year. To have to drive from the back and drive up there and win, and it makes you appreciate it a lot more too.
What this year, I mean, obviously you're wearing the shirt, you drive for Rick Ware Racing. What are some key values you've been able to take away with such an organization that maybe if you weren't under such a large umbrella with Rick Ware Racing that you wouldn't have the opportunity to do?
Yeah, I know. Being paired up with Rick Ware Racing and Rick, just the family oriented that they are as a race team and all the values that they have, really good Christian people, and kind of guiding me in the direction I need to go and helping put my career in a trajectory I never thought I'd have before. So being under their umbrella has been a really a blessing for me.
And not only Rick Ware's umbrella, but here at the Quickie Driver Development Program, you've been under the umbrella with Ryan Newman. Have you had many discussions or had a chance to talk to him or talk through anything this season?
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit. I got to catch up with him a little bit at the Smart Modified Tour
Oh,
race
cool.
a couple months ago at Hickory. Him and his daughter was racing, so I actually got to catch up with him and his daughter. He actually let me put a radio headset, so I got to give her some pointers as well as he actually kind of picked my brain a little bit of the track and how it reacts at nighttime. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's a cool experience. I didn't realize his daughter was racing as much anymore. So I need to check in with him. So that's good. That's cool that he gave you that opportunity.
Yeah, that was cool.
What with this season and coming into the summer stretch, how do you kind of stay on top with everything you have going on in your personal life? Tell us or the folks that are tuning in on YouTube, what's that kind of dynamic been like to work, personal life, professional life, trying to get your career off and running into the sunset for motorsports?
It's been a lot. It's been a little bit stressful, but I would say for the good reasons. I'm in this position to buckle down and kind of clean up my time management, make sure I have everything in line with racing and personal, and it's really taught me to really try to get ahead, plan a little bit better, especially with all these bigger races and juggling my work and working on the race car and racing a lot more this year and a lot more on the line. So it's been a little bit stressful, but it's definitely taught me a lot so far.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be a lot with your job and hopping on things like this with a Zoom interview in the middle of the day, trying to manage all that has been probably a lot for you this season.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot, but I work for Front Row Motorsports, and they've actually been really great. Allowing me to get off and take care of the stuff I need to with my personal racing. So it's I really enjoy that part.
That's so cool. Tell me about this summer. I know the big races coming up. Which one do you think would mean the most to you and kind of have the biggest impact to your career if you were to get that victory?
Um, I want to say any car show race that we have planned. I'd say the South Boston Harley Davidson 200 coming up at South Boston will be pretty big to win that. And but Wilkesboro, any of the bigger races, but I'd say Wilkesboro. Like I mentioned before, I really want to
Yeah.
ride that elevator again, and I think it's so cool to when I got to ride it because when you win, the celebration lasts for not long enough, and the elevator gives you that extra 60 seconds to kind of soak it in and realize what you've accomplished. So, now definitely Wilkesboro.
That's cool. All right, I was reading on your profile. You do a lot of charity work, like a golf tournament. Has that taken place yet, or where are you this season with your charitable efforts too?
No, it's scheduled for August 14th, that
Okay.
Friday, and we've partnered up with the Cardinal Kids Foundation. They help with terminally ill kids and their families, and help them through that hard time, and raise money and help them take care. So, really cool to be a part of such a great organization and really good base and a lot of really good people.
Yeah, that's cool. When I read that, I thought that was good. I lo love to hear when drivers are giving back to the community. Have you had much chance, Michael, to chat with the other candidates in the top five for the Quickie Driver Development Program, or what was the last time you guys got together?
I haven't. I haven't personally talked to a lot of them. I did. I've talked to Carson Haslip a little bit. He was actually in the Mooresville area a couple months ago and run into him and his dad and got to catch up with them a little bit. Super nice people. But as far as the other ones, I've chatted a little bit in our Zoom calls we've had with all the drivers together. But as far as that goes, just a little bit, not too much though.
Yeah, I think this is the first time, and I don't know the facts of North Carolina candidates. I think we've had multiple from North Carolina this year for the first time. So that's a pretty cool fact when I was reading about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so what is your goal moving forward in the next segment for the Quickie Driver Development Program as we go into segment two, your second in points, that gives you a little bit of advantage over your competitors. What are you trying to accomplish in segment two?
Definitely just try to go out there and capitalize and win more races, as well as the off track stuff. Like I mentioned, the Cardinal Kids, partnering up with them. They have a lot of organizations and fundraising stuff coming up that I'm going to be able to be a part of, and they're going to allow me to with their kids as well. So, super excited about that, and just try to, like I said, carry the momentum on the track. If we can't win, just try to minimize the damage and get the best positions we can.
Well, that's good to hear. Michael, thank you so much for joining us and taking the time out of your day to give us a little insight to how your season is going. Congratulations on being second in points right now. That's an accomplishment in itself, and hopefully that carries forward and gives you some momentum in the next two segments.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, that's Michael Bumgarner from the Kawiki Driver Development Program.